All right, welcome everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for your patience. We have been off for quite a few weeks. We've had a few people that had some life stuff going on, so we're just gonna jump back into this. Senna is unable to join us again. They have some prior obligations. They might join in later, but currently we're just going to keep moving on as their character actually had a story reason for not being present. Last session, everybody was jumped into a battle as Senna had stabbed the tribe leader of the island, and Tara's rage had been enacted, causing a tsunami to go over the entire island and push everyone out to the ocean. Once everybody was out in the ocean, a elemental had appeared with a couple of his friends. They were quickly disposed of, at least the friends were, and the elemental decided to start attacking randomly and viciously against the party. During this battle, Sarloth died, but realized that they would rather be alive, and Mydir, their wife, had led them from the afterlife back into it. Unfortunately, what happens is the energy inside of Mydir had ripped and torn the energy from themselves in order to make sure that they could survive, thus killing Mydir in the process, which was interesting. And let me see here, Snarf and Flora had gone up and found the black door and realized that that's probably the direction they need to go, and jumped back into the water to dive into it. Snarf tried to go where Senna was as the elemental dragged Senna down deep below water and was lost. Snarf attempted to try to look below the waves but could not see them. Flora jumped aboard the drifting wood that Basura was using Gust upon to push them closer to the door itself. And I believe that is where we find everyone.
Can I yell out to Snarf? Can I see him? Okay.
If you can see him on the map, you can see him. Are you
I'm
guys
over here.
on the map?
Yeah, I can see him.
Okay.
Okay. Any luck over there?
Nothing. He gone. I'm gonna start swimming out that way.
Okay.
I'm checking on the folks around me at the moment.
All right. So Snarf is able to kind of swim over, as I'm guessing Basura is kind of waiting, as the elemental itself has not re-emerged from the top.
Oh, thank God. Yeah. I think he's under the water somewhere, but he's gonna be back.
He can just stay under the water for all I'm concerned. I don't need to pick a fight with him anymore.
But where did
No, we won't go.
where did your friend go?
I couldn't find him. He was like right there.
Maybe you'll pop back up.
Yeah, are we sure about that?
No, but
Off yonder.
how about we get to the land at least, so we can not just be in the water and drenched.
Yeah. I like that idea.
I
My
will
muscles
continue.
keep trying to drown me.
No. Flora is kind of like looking behind her as they go towards the black door, just trying to periodically look for Senna.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check and then an insight check after. Basura, are you going to continue to cast Gust to push yourself or everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as I still have the spell, I'm gonna be pushing it because I only have one.
1, 2. Am I not able to move? Why am I not able to move?
An
Oh,
epic
I know why.
money.
There we go. Okay.
Epic.
Where did Flora? Oh, whoa. You disappeared off.
I didn't do it.
No, but Flora did. Flora just. There she is. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let's jump into there. Well, all the way down. Okay, perception 15 and insight. As you're looking at the area, the storm is still raging, pushing the water into crests and crashing down. You are paying deep attention to that area that you last saw, Senna. There is no evidence of the elemental itself coming back up, and there is no evidence of Senna coming back up. With an insight of 8 or 17, unless they come up soon, then they're more than likely gone. They have a limited time to breathe. Your picture frame. Oh yeah, there. You're not seeing a body float up.
She just kind of says under her breath, Lotus may have been quick if he's gone. But she's going to keep kind of looking out towards the water in hopes while we're figuring out what we want to do.
As Basura is continuing to push the driftwood, the log, it crashes against the steps that are coming out of the water into this large obsidian doorway. Basura, as you do the final push and it kind of cracks in and rocks everybody around, everybody kind of looks up, and there is a sense of familiarity from you, Basura, from this door. There is this connection from when you were talking with Tara, the very first time you were on this island, as well as the time that you found that cracked necklace within that small alcove and talked with her, and her being resentful against you not finding this door or leaving the island without fulfilling what was asked of you at that time.
I think this is the door. This is definitely the door. I think. I'm not sure.
Different.
Certainly
Sarloth, I need
door.
you to go ahead and make a Arcana check.
23.
23. This door is not a door in the sense of a portal to another place or an opening to another place, but rather a representation of something beyond the material realm. This is not pure magic in that, like a teleporter or a beacon of something, but a construct of something's will.
Oh, excellent. Well, this is cursed. Almost decidedly.
Ooh.
It's not really a door or a portal. It's both. Can't be any worse than the water, though, so.
Is this the door that took you off the island, Basura? Do you know?
I think.
But sir, as you remember a traveling merchant ship that came, and that's how you got off this island.
So I was told that I went through this door, but also I remember a ship picking me up.
Those are two distinctly different scenarios.
Yes,
Maybe
I
that's the
think
curse.
Tara kind of messed with my brain a little bit.
Ah, yes, the angry sea god messed with one's brain. Who could have seen that coming?
Kurt's door.
So are we gonna wait on Sonata, or I mean, this seems like our only option.
We just touch it and go, right?
I mean, it does seem
Or do
that
you
way,
walk
yes.
through it?
You can't really walk through it. It's not a physical. Just walk near it, you'll be fine.
Let's try. Okay.
Probably. You'll probably be fine.
Where, I know it goes off of where we're trying to go, where we most desire to go. So
Does it?
Yeah, the guy that Sonata killed kind of told us
Did he
that.
spill the beans?
He did intend that as much, yes.
Yeah, but I was
feel
sure
like
that
we
was.
all need to
true.
agree on like a place to go.
Should we hold hands?
I think anywhere but here. Be a
Not specific enough.
Back to the Oryx Festival.
Oh, I do love a good festival.
It's epic. There's wrestling tournaments and like food and like there's like
Dry
a
land?
party. Yeah.
what if it doesn't work?
Well, then we'll still be stuck here and likely die to the giant elemental that's still floating around somewhere.
Fair enough. Well, who wants to go first?
Should we hold hands?
I don't think we need to hold hands. I don't think it quite works like that.
What if it don't take us to the same spot?
Screw it.
Yeah,
I'm
where
gonna
are we
walk up,
going?
Hold my hand out. I'm gonna think, how can we fix this as a group? I'm gonna put my hand on the door.
As you watch Basura push their hand out, their form begins to waver as purple and blue light emanates from the edges of the door's entrance and seems to push out and envelop them, and they disappear.
I was afraid of that. I think there's a distinct possibility we may all go to separate places
Oh
and
boy.
have to find our way back.
Oh man. Hold my hand.
Or we might get disintegrated. Not really my area of expertise. I tend to study languages and history and animals, less metamagical doorways.
Well, he didn't scream.
Well, ain't getting any deader here, so. Darling, shall we?
How do we fix this place?
Go right ahead.
I think this is the only option, Snarf.
I will march up to the door and touch it, because it's better than being stuck in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait till everybody else has done it while continually looking out into the water and then touching it afterwards.
Okay. Snarf and my dear do the same thing.
Almighty black door. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think I wait until Snarf does it
Oh, I'm touching it. I'm all up on it.
and
Okay.
then do it.
How
Sarloth
do we
and
fix this
Snarf kind of walk
place?
up and touch the door. The same thing happens. That pulsating blue and purple light encompasses as it pushes out from the structure itself, envelops them, and then they're gone. Flora, as you start walking up, you see my dear just kind of standing on the steps, looking at the door itself, and you look back into the water and don't see any evidence of the two things that you knew were there. They no longer present themselves. And as you reach out your hand and look at my dear, there's a little head nod to beckon her forth, and as you touch it, the same light again envelops you, and you are gone. Matter, you walk forward. And there is a push and a pull of your energy. Almost as if the wind of the weave is pulling and pushing you away from this door. And there is a feeling of nauseousness and uncontrolled emotion. Need a wisdom save.
And a good puppy dog.
14. Against your own feelings of this interesting change of events and feelings that were not part of what you were trying to build your persona to be at that current time, you push forward against it and move towards the door as you are enveloped in light. As everyone pushes through the back door, reality itself seems to fracture and reform. The familiar shoreline of the island dissolves into a shattered mosaic of colors and textures. The air around you undulates, becoming heavy and oppressive, filled with the scent of something ancient. The transition is disorienting as you stumble into a realm that defies comprehension. The sky above is swirling vortex of iridescent nebulae pulsating with an otherworldly light. The ground beneath your feet is unstable, shifting and writhing like flesh wishing to burst from its prison. Jagged obsidian spires in the distance pierce the swirling dark clouds. The sounds of the island fade away, replaced by a symphony of discordance. The wind howls like a chorus of tormented souls while the earth groans and creaks as if in agony. Your form seems drawn and pulled to move forward as the landscape shifts and transforms around you. One moment you traverse a field of razor-sharp crystals that shimmer with a cold, malevolent light. The next you find yourself wading through a river of molten rock, the heat searing your skin. Twisted, thorny vines reach out from the shadows, their barbs dripping with a viscous, luminescent sap. In the distance, a colossal figure looms. Shrouded in darkness, it is impossible to discern its true form, for it flickers and changes constantly. One moment it resembles a towering humanoid with countless arms, the next a monstrous beast with glowing eyes and gnashing teeth. Its voice a symphony of dead and long-lost languages and voices of the many that seem to be tortured. A cacophony of whispers, roars, and guttural cries pierce your mind. The ground beneath you gives way, opening up a chasm of writhing shadows. The figure gestures towards the abyss, its voice echoing in your minds. This is the end of all things. Embrace the unmaking. You plummet into the swirling abyss. The sensation of falling is disorienting, and the chaotic energy buffets you from all sides. Snarf, you cannot hold back with the emotions and the anger that is within you, and your rage comes upon itself without your control. You instantly become furious as you reach and instinctively grasp for something to hold on to, but find nothing but empty air. Flora, as you're falling, you reach deep into your chest and pull out your holy symbol. And there's a desperate prayer that seems to be forming on your lips, but the words are lost in the void. Basura, as you're falling, you almost feel at home, not fighting, as your crimson skin glows brighter, and it seems as though there is a connection with this chaotic energy. Sarloth and Midir cling to you. You cling to each other, and there's a fear momentarily eclipsing your love as you both dig into each other and close your eyes, almost consumed by darkness. The fall seems to last, yet also a fleeting moment, and the darkness gives way to a light, and you feel as though you were expelled from this area, like refuse from a storm drain, and you land with a jarring thud on a damp sand of some shore. The sun beats down on your faces. The familiar sounds of seagulls and crashing waves replace the void. And as you shake yourselves and look around, you look back where the black door was, and there is nothing. The only evidence of your encounter is the lingering sensation of unease. And as you look around, you see the very tall lighthouse and Nylora closely, just a little further down the shore.
So much for getting away from the water.
At least it's not an island.
I mean, that's definitely fair, and an area that we semi-know, so that's slightly improved. Also, no one's actively trying to kill us currently, so there is that.
That we know of.
That we know of, yeah.
I said currently. There's no one around.
Get some RR up in this bitch.
I'm gonna look around. Is anybody actively trying to kill us?
No.
Well, that's good.
I feel like we should go talk to that priest. The priestess that kind of pointed me in this direction. You remember her, Snarf, right?
I think so. I think I recall. Yeah, I do.
I wouldn't mind a bath, if at all possible.
I thought you had enough with water.
Yes, well, there's a difference between active sea salt water trying to murder me and a nice warm bath to rinse the salt out.
We can head back to the inn. They'll probably have a bath there.
Was this Leanna? Was that who it was?
We should probably refrain from splitting up if at all possible.
Yeah, let's stay as a group. Does this inn have a tavern?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Alright, lead the way.
That's it.
Yeah, there was a little bar, I thought. Didn't we run into Flora at the bar? Tavern? Thing?
We ran into her in the hallway.
Oh. It's been a very long day.
It's okay. Sometimes I'm not quite memorable either.
You, Flora, are perfectly memorable. Other bars around you, apparently not so much.
Well, thank you for that. I needed a little pick me up.
I'm sure there's a tavern somewhere in town.
I just need somewhere where I can sit down for 2 minutes because everything hurts.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having something with a little bit of a hop in it.
Hippopotamus?
Get your bounce back.
Let's go find a tavern then.
Leap
Yeah, I
into
got it.
action.
So,
I'm like skipping on death right here. I need some healing taverns. Potion of tavern healing. Some beer. They'll heal me right up.
Alright, as everyone starts to make their way back to Nylora. It seems to be about midday. The sun overhead moving more towards the northeast. And there's a feeling of apprehension as you move further into Nylora, coming from the beach itself, which is actually the same beach that Basura and Snarf had encountered their green glowing entity. With the shallows close at hand, people seem to be not enjoying the festival as one should. Most are quickly moving between the streets themselves. Quick glances towards you with looks of confusion as you all are walking relatively without any precaution. And as you move deeper upon the main beachfront in front of Sarissa's Exchange and the shallows themselves, you see the warden, the kelp warden himself, talking to a group of other wardens and sending them on their way, and he looks rather haggard as you see blood dripping down from a couple of his clothing on the left side, as you see bandages wrapped around his arms, legs, and midriff.
That doesn't look good.
He looks like how I'm
What on
feeling,
earth
boy howdy.
happened?
Excuse me.
You turn around. There is almost a caught off guard as his hand instinctively goes towards the sheath with his sword, and he stops and looks. Coming in. Where have you all been? It's been days. 3.
It's kind of
We-
a long story.
Yeah, we got teleported somewhere. It was weird, and then we teleported back. What happened with you?
Well, we've been under a constant attack from fucking sea creatures coming up. The mucus things that you described, the bodies that you attacked, they're relentless up in here. We had to close down the exchange. We've pushed everybody up towards the crest. We've locked down basically the shore and the beach itself. We were given some sort of report that the ship that you went out on was gone.
It is.
Yes, it definitely did not make it.
Rose? The crew?
They're gone. We lost someone from our party too.
Say that.
I do apologize for the loss of your folks.
That's fine. I mean, not sure else what we're supposed to do. The temple's been closed down. Malus has shut down the cove. Our storm that rolled through here was mighty brutal, coming in through lightning, striking, winds, surges. Seems that those things that come from the sea were empowered by it. We lost quite a few people here.
Beginning to really hate the ocean.
Yes, I'm not quite very fond of it myself anymore.
It's mostly the salt in the water, you know. It's electrified.
No, I think it's the ocean as just a concept, personally.
Any idea where you need help the most, or where we might be able to continue on from here?
I think at the current moment, we're just trying to survive at this point. We've shut down most of the shallows. Harbor itself is overrun. We've managed to have a few people lock it out. Some of the people from the Strayan Tower, some of those magic users have managed to keep a lot of that at bay, but they're the creatures that are coming out of the sea are warped, changed, mutated. Right now, again, we're just trying to keep everybody safe. They're coming from the sea at any time. There's no way that we can determine where they're going to come from at this point.
Well, I'm not going to be any help in a fight right now. Where can we find some healing?
Pretty much so,
Well,
yes.
if you head up to the crest, center of it, where the fountain is, where you guys make the way down, there's a couple of clerics of Tara up there, healing people, folks, as well as setting up camps and food and the like, as we're trying to just make sure that everybody's safe at this point. That's all we can do right now. It's again, these last 3 days have been hell, to say the least.
So they've taken over the wharf. Any other areas they've taken over?
Just the wharf currently. The exchange itself is underwater. We're not letting anybody head into there, so the status of that, not quite sure. We're trying to keep off of that. The again, the temple itself has been locked down and closed. But the wharf is the only place, at least on shore, that we're certain that they're continually attacking.
Okay.
Anything in particular they're destroying in the wharf, or just everything?
I haven't spent enough time there. From what I get from the Australian towers is they're constantly trying to get things into the water. They're attacking people and dragging them down.
Spreading. Okay.
Just pulling people down. That's how it kind of it started down here up on the shore. The exchange was just people changing out of nowhere and then attacking the people that were around and then dragging people down to the depths. The Tritons of the Leok 2 have shut down the transport, so we don't really have a good way of getting out there. Kalo has offered some of their priests, and so they're kind of holding down the crest right now, offering some of their guard services, which is odd but welcomed.
It's very odd for them.
Everybody's just trying to humble together. We've actually had quite a few people try to leave and heard of attacks up towards the shore when you're leaving out towards the west road leading back down.
Okay. Wharf and the road out of town.
It would seem that they don't want whatever is happening to leave this city.
They don't
What?
want us to leave this city. Well, people. Not us specifically. Okay.
Yeah, whatever's happening, doesn't matter which way we go.
Well, I don't recommend the ocean.
That's why we moved everybody up to the crest, the farthest we could get inside the city.
Well,
Not saying-
I guess let's head up and get some rest so y'all can heal up and whatnot. I do appreciate your information though.
Lord Master Eldrin is also up there doing taking a bunch of the Australians and doing some research. So if you have any questions about some of the stuff that they've gotten, he's up there as well. Again, High Priestess Malus has locked herself in since day 2. Hasn't opened up the Storm Cove. Pretty much ever since the storm hit. Said something about rage and wrath.
That seems odd. Okay.
Aye. Storm Cove has never been closed.
Okay, rest is definitely the first thing. And then we gotta figure out if we're gonna clear the road and get people out of here, go to Storm Cove, or retake the wharf.
Well, I mean, any of that would be helpful, but you do what you need to. You all look worse for wear, as it were.
Yeah, fighting an actual ocean will do that.
I'm not sure what I understand what you mean, but I feel that you probably should get some rest, as you keep saying. Head on up. We've got a couple of people again. Kalo has graciously offered quite a bit of their nights. And they're going to be monitoring most of the places around. I have some of our kelp wardens monitoring more of the shallows. So when you go up to the crest, just make sure that you let them know that I let you through.
Can do.
Also, I sorry about your friend.
He was kind of a dick.
Oh, all right then.
Hopefully he shows up on his own.
We didn't exactly see a body, so it's
Yeah.
entirely
Yeah, we
possible
got
he was around
separated.
somewhere.
Went down.
Right. Well, again, there's makeshift structures up there. A couple of shelters being built for people that can stay in here. Just head towards the center of the crest, right up here, up the road that leads up.
Okay, we won't take any more of your time. Thank you.
No, of course.
Miter's gonna go to head that direction, but move it just a little slow.
I will
And she wants to wait till she gets out of earshot of the kelp warden with everyone to be like, I need to tell you guys something before we get all the way up there.
Yes, dear.
Okay.
Are we out of earshot?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So there might be another problem with Callow.
How so?
What kind of problem?
I technically I'm from there, but I ran away. It's hard to, it's not something I really want to get into. But I need to cast Disguise Self on myself, and I need you guys to call me by a different name.
What name?
Jeff. Can we call you Jeff?
Jeff is fine.
Jeff is fine.
Okay, Jeff it is.
We're gonna go with
Jeffica.
Jeff this time, dearie.
Wait, Jeffica or Jeff?
Jeffica, Jeff for short.
Okay.
Jeff.
What are you gonna look like?
Well, I have Disguise Self. So I'm gonna cast it on myself
Mm-hmm.
and change, like it, what does it change? It changes everything pretty much, right?
Yeah, it's all your appearance.
Okay. So it changes my blue skin to like a reddish brown, and
Deep
my
red.
horns shorten out. My hair becomes like a cropped brown, and my eyes turn yellow instead of their normal color.
Yellow's kind of creepy, darling.
Yeah, it's just
Red's a good color.
better.
The red's not so bad.
Isn't magic just the coolest sometimes? I'm very sad right now. Can we go?
Yeah, let's go.
As you all walk up the winding route to the top of the crest from the shallows itself, you pass the small alcove that leads into a larger covered area with canvas over it, where the carts and the other various goods and vehicles were stored to anybody that came in with them.
Oh no, is our donkey there?
I was just about to say, go ahead, Sarloth, go ahead and give me a perception check. I am not going to allow Mitre a perception check, as she is more worried about her own stuff currently.
I will look for the donkey whose name I've forgotten, but it's written
That's
down
fine.
somewhere.
It was written down somewhere.
It's an 18.
18.
I feel like it started with a B.
As you are looking
Betsy?
deep within, you can see that there are a lot of empty spaces where there were occupants before. You see your small wagon back there, and you see no donkey attached to it. But all the other ones you see also do not have an animal attached to it.
Oh no, the thing got the donkeys too.
Well, no,
not
they said
necessarily.
something. Yeah, about their stable master taking care of them.
Oh, okay, that's not as dramatic.
He seemed to have
No,
been
yeah, they
very
came and ate
capable.
all of the
Depending on how
animals
much
just
food
straight
is in
away.
the area.
Now we have to fight donkeys.
We have to fight zombie donkeys. All right, everybody roll initiative. Zombie donkey time.
Oh Lord, dear Kona, help us.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You begin to reach the top, and you see two very heavily armored people or guards watching the route up. They are covered in a gold and red motif, very outlandish in their clothing, as it looks to be very flowing and religious and holier than thou, as they hold up their hand. Stop. What brings you up?
Healing?
You would like not to be dying actively anymore.
Right.
The
I
cat
heard
master sent us up from the beach. He told us that you would allow us to pass so we can get healing. We've just come back from an ordeal.
All right, go ahead and get in line. Formation.
Formation? Yep.
Yep, single file line. So who are you guys all? I'm assuming all in line.
Yeah.
Who's first?
Single
Yeah,
file.
I'll be in the middle.
Okay.
I'll be on one of the outsides.
I'll be first.
Okay.
So I'll
Sir,
be
as you walk
promoted.
in, there is a feeling as they are casting a spell on you.
It's a good spell. Just let it ride.
And they all ask, all right, why are you really here? And you
We
are
need
under
heals.
the zone of truth.
I'm exhausted and I would like to rest.
I just witnessed my friend die, who helped me with things around the house. I mean, he did more than that, but like, he was my friend.
We just fought a bunch of monsters, and I really would like to get some healing, please.
I'm on the lookout for Vincent McMahonhandle's epic chair. And that's why I'm here. And to heal, because I hurt myself.
Hmm.
I just
Right.
want a nap.
All right. And they kind of move a little bit apart, allow everyone to walk through. As you enter into the large area of the center of the crest, there is a fountain, and you see a wide range of people that seem to be in destitute. Families that are huddled together, soaking wet, some of them with wounds, most with wounds. You can see some of the Kalo priests tending to some of these people. My dear, go ahead and give me a perception check. Everyone else can see that there's booths that are kind of set up haphazardly, makeshift, offering food, various blankets and things like that. Okay. You, as you're looking around being incredibly anxious, my dear, you look around and you see a Chantis here.
Wait, what is that again?
The Chantis are the artillery and destroyers of enemies, as you have been told, from the Kingdom of Rek. The Chantis very rarely leaves the safety of their temple within Kalo and Rek itself. The Chantises are the second in command, there's 5 of them, between the High Priest, which is basically the ruler of Rek behind the king, which is just a figurehead.
And I'm assuming I've known some of these people personally, or interacted with them.
Probably,
in
yeah.
some
You
way.
have interacted with them, and your family has definitely talked with a few, or at least had this. This is Chantis Zain Al-Dave. Mostly known as a skilled manipulator and controller of information.
So they're not here to help. They're here to see if they can get this town. Cool. I'm gonna just act like everything's fine until I can talk to my friends a little more privately.
Go ahead and give me a deception check with advantage because of your disguise self.
Mustachio.
Mustachio question.
Not bad.
The rolls are high today. I'm
Good.
doing
Not
okay.
bad.
Good.
Not
We
bad.
need that. We need that for this session. You're able to kind of pass it off, actually relatively naturally.
She's like, cool, okay,
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, so sweet. Where's
Nice.
this healing person?
And as you are looking for the healing, you see that there's a few priests of Kalo that are setting up most of the healing. There is a Nylora tent that is set up with a few people that seem to be chewing on some sort of herb that they're pulling from a small box.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the Nylora people because I am nope, not even gonna tempt fate. If I can, if it doesn't look like there's like you have to wait to be directed or anything.
There is no one is directing. It is basically kind of a free-for-all. People are going where they feel most comfortable. A lot of them are just kind of gathering together as groups of common knowledge people, like families and extended families and friends of families are kind of grouping together. And they're just plopping themselves down at whatever place is most comfortable for them and whatever place they can. You walk up to the tent where you have a couple of Tritons that seem to be, again, chewing on this kind of herb, this green herb, and they're chewing on it and spitting it out into small seaweed, cut out seaweed patches and putting it in. and some of the people that are coming up, there where their wounds are, they're slapping that on and wrapping it around where the wound is.
Okay. Win and Nylora.
Right, wrap it up.
Basura
Really
and
does have
Snarf
some
know
wonderful
about
healing
this.
properties.
They've actually seen it be used before.
That's good stuff.
I'm going to turn around and show them my bare back and be like, "Can you get this, please?"
Oh,
The gas.
yes.
Right.
Oh my gosh,
jeez.
you have a, so, yes, of course, let me get you right real fast, okay, I'm sorry, oh, yeah, we need more, it's just, and they start chewing a little bit more,
That's good stuff.
and as you're waiting there, there is a feeling, my dear, of prickles as your neck hair stands up.
Like someone's watching me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be suspicious. Don't
Don't
be
be
suspicious.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Can I try and like slide like kind of in front of somebody else so I'm not as easy to be seen?
Do you want to stand in front of me? They're gonna look at me.
No bunny.
Yes.
I mean, I
White
don't
rabbit,
think you'll be able
brilliant
to hide
blue
her
eyes.
that well.
I just want to seem as inconspicuous, like I'm just adjusting to like get to where I can be more seen, but less seen from people behind me. It's a problem. Such a problem.
think
I
you're
should have
doing
told you
great.
guys we'll just go to the temple. We should have never come up here.
As you are becoming more fidgety, moving around and kind of hiding yourself around, Basura, come here, over here. I can make sure you're good. Okay, back. Ow, ooh, it's deep. It's okay. It's going to sting. Are you okay with that? Good. Okay. Pulls them close, and they start taking it and pushing it into your wound. It is incredibly painful, but
Scream a little bit.
not as bad as getting the wound itself. And they're putting these large pieces of seaweed and wrapping them around you. And then there is a kind of this clear, thick fluid that they're pulling out of a barrel, and they're rubbing it on top of it and putting it along your skin. And as they are spreading it thin, it seems to be drying relatively quickly, and you can feel it kind of pulling on your skin as though it is attaching itself to you so that the bandages stay on. Yes, yeah, you look good, I look good, okay. Do you need anything else? Do you need water, food? Something for your,
Some water and food would be nice. We just got back from the ocean.
A long swim. My muscles
why you go to
sore.
ocean, we not supposed, are you okay? Do you?
Would you
Eh,
like some
Exactly have a
water?
choice in this.
It was before the shit hit the fan.
Possibly
I don't
because of the
what
thing.
is shit and fan?
it was before the monster attacks.
Sorry,
Oh.
we have
Green
ventilation
goo.
fans.
No,
Wow.
it's okay. I do not understand. Talk you speak like this. I do not. It's okay. Okay. Yes. Food is the next tender down. I have water and food for people. Anybody else need to be healed? Wound.
Do I have any open wounds?
Actually, I don't think you do. I think it was all internal.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you got hit once by anything except for when you brought Sarloth back. And that was all internal. So you have actually dried blood on your face.
It's like coming out of my nose and like out of the corners of my eyes a
It
little
was
bit.
basically every orifice you got.
Thank you, honey.
Yes. Let's see here. Yes, if you go over, again, there is there food and water. If you need to get other supply, you can head a little bit further down. There is Bolo. He's helping to give other supply if you need.
I think it's just some water right now. Clean water would be nice.
Perhaps some tea.
We'll settle for what is available.
Yes. Okay. Yes, that good. Thank you.
It's
Snarf,
good.
do you have
That's
any
good.
wounds?
I am beat up, but I don't know. I don't know where they're at. I got beat up by a bunch of water cracklings.
Oh, just report of shit level, son.
I got like 7 hit points left to my name.
Oh, come here. I make you feel good. You look like you have wound. Come here.
Yeah. Oh,
Sit.
Yep.
Sit.
Oh.
I will help.
Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to whack him with my chair, but they got the better of me.
Oh, it like you sit, and they start putting some of the herb onto your wound. Yes, you sit and you hit with your sit.
But yeah, that's the name of it. It's called chair. But yeah, it's an axe. Very, very sharp in real life.
Wait, you have axe named chair?
Yeah. Yes.
He's a very strange man.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's very.
He loves it.
He loves. Oh, okay. I like sit.
Yeah,
It's
he
Starts-
nice.
loves chair.
It's a
Covering
He's
her up.
looking for a special sit.
Right.
Oh, like it has heat.
It's got all that and a whole bunch more. I've heard the legends tell about heated butt cheeks and death. It's amazing.
Heat, cheek, and death.
Yeah.
No, I have not heard.
Yep, it's out there somewhere in this great wide world. I'm gonna
Oh.
find it.
Oh, okay. That's good. I'm glad you find sit, death, heat. Yes. Oh, hello. And as they look behind you, there is a voice that you recognize, my dear, coming through.
Oh god.
Yes.
No, thank you.
No.
Oh, such poor wounds you have. We need more of the herb that you have now. We have a few injured. I need you to hurry. It looks like you don't have enough. Do you need more? I'm sure I could muster up a few that could chew faster than you.
Give it a good hot towel.
Spit on that thing.
Oh no, we are already doing best we can. We help these other person that I don't need your excuses. I need results.
Well, I mean, they have to do the work in order to get the results.
And there's a
Is there
slight
trick
look
to it?
down.
I feel like I could chew an herb.
I mean, they probably have to have a special diet in order for this to not also cause an infection. So, I mean, you could probably have people that would chew faster, but what are the complications of that? Have you thought about that? I just would be a little bit nicer to your support staff here.
I'm only strong
Yes.
on the outside, not the inside.
I will make sure that they work the pace that they will as people are dying from their injuries. Thank you for your wonderful advice. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Anytime.
Yes. I'll make
Hey,
sure to send some other people over that might help. And also make sure that you're not taking advice from some of the townsfolk that aren't knowledgeable of what's happening. Good. Also, it smells familiar around here.
Well, you know what they say
Sorry,
about
I
the
had
ocean,
some
the cold
cabbage
call.
earlier, and that could have been it.
I mean, I get a certain smell to me because of my fur, but that's not very nice to point that out. Some people just can't help it. It might be a medical condition.
Oh,
I
Velgus,
also had
help
some
me.
of that cabbage earlier, and it's caused some gaseous issues.
I'm gonna
That's
step
my
up a little
natural
closer to
musk.
him, and I kind of have like some rank breath going, and I'm gonna be like, "You see here, when you're out here, like you can only really eat what you can. Sometimes it's raw fish."
Is this true?
Sometimes it's asparagus, and I've had 12 children, so I can like kind of like giggle and I'll pee myself a little bit. So, I mean, it could also have been that.
It happens quite often with her. It's a real problem. She refuses to address it, though.
I have no pelvic floor.
I'm guessing this is the Chantress.
The Chantis, yeah.
Floor does not care.
Would you know?
Nope. Everybody's on the same page because we're all gonna die one day.
No, I don't think it is bodily functions as you are claiming. No, this is they take a step towards you, my dear. No, this is someone familiar. Just know that I need things to get done. Thank you. We are helping. We didn't have to. We are offering our services to make sure that your townsfolk and the people that are here are helped, healed, wounds are being solved, all of the things above. So if you wish not to have that, we will back off. No, please, this is, no, we are grateful for help. No, it's okay. They are just funny. They make jokes. It's as you come out ass. It smells like bad. Like, yeah, you laugh about this, right? Yeah, you laugh about this. Yeah. Quite.
Oh, this poor person.
Quite. Anyway, again, we have a few more, so let's see if we can get some more of your people in here and getting some more of that wonderful herb you have chewed and mixed, as we can't have more if we don't produce more, right? Yeah, good. I'm glad. Okay, I'm going to head over here. Also, just know that you're being watched. And walks off.
I mean, there are 100,000 people around. We're always being watched.
Why the fuck did you guys have to interact? Why?
You're a bully. I'm sorry.
I've never
Oh,
been very
was
good
that-
at keeping my mouth shut, dear. You know that.
Can we? Water.
Come on, Jeff.
I
Let's
want
go.
Water and
Can
food.
blend in
Yeah,
with the
let's
crowds.
go.
Let's go.
Move over to the next tent, and there is a couple of the elves, the Atreyu, that are handing out water and whatever food they have. It's mostly just like anchovies and sardines with some mustard that are spread over them. Just the food that they have that's most abundant. And so they're just handing out these plates.
I will take what I can get.
Yum.
Yes, here, plate, good. It's
Thank
so,
you.
Yeah, it's good to help, right? Aha. Here's
So good.
another one for you. Yes. Oh, pretty lady. Hello. You like to? Oh, I like your color. Do you give? You give date?
Which one of us is he talking to?
He is gesturing towards the whole group.
Hey.
Um,
No.
I think most of us
I
are
nudged
married.
Laura forward.
We're all married. Not, I mean, some of us to each other, but not everybody. But we're busy.
Oh no, it's okay. I just ask everyone come in, cause you never know. Sometime happen. I happy with happen.
Especially in a time of crisis, it might happen more
Hey,
often.
in time. I mean, I don't want to make advantage, but crisis mean more for me, right? I mean, just saying.
You
gotta shoot your shot. So
Yes,
you know,
yes. Sometimes I have to shoot.
Otherwise, you'll miss 100% of the time.
That's this one no. This one you have been shoot shots many time. Yes.
Nothing.
Yes.
one time.
Yes,
but
I have.
Oh, good. Okay. Here you go. It's a water. It's good. It has
Yes, water, please.
yeah. It has flavor.
Flavor water.
Miter takes a sip to see what kind of flavor.
Oh,
It
you
just
go.
tastes like regular water. Just
Nothing. Nothing strange romance like people being dragged into the water and drowned.
oh, we had that yesterday. It's okay. Everybody fine except for people in water. But it's all right. I come here to live my life, and I'm living.
There you go.
So I
What's
happy.
your name, man?
My name? My name is Felenestra. But if you can just call me Felin for short.
Fella.
Felin.
That's Felin.
Felin.
Yes,
Oh.
F-E-A-L-I-N. Felin. I think how you spell. I don't know. I don't
My
spell.
accent is only making me hear felon. so-
Felenestra. Felenestra. Can you say with me? Felenestra.
Felonesta.
No, you no,
Bruh.
get you just that's why I just say Felin. It's better. It's easy to pronounce.
you're a
I
very
wish you
odd
luck
fellow.
either way, felon.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I have much luck. I already won 2 tournament of shell and a half, so it's all right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hell
And I see
yeah.
we have
Two-time
celebrity. This
champ.
is Snarf, right? This is Snarf McDonald.
Yep. Yes, that's right. The
Yeah, see?
legendary wrestler himself in the flesh.
Let's just see if we have local celebrity here. See, they all come through. Do you want to have night of fun where I give you the world?
The World Cup?
I don't.
Yes,
I don't know
Snarf,
what
why
you
don't you
speak.
have a night of fun?
I don't think it's that kind of World Cup.
I'm
No, I
gonna use
just-
some of my water to
No,
wash
I
off
show
my
you. I
face.
show you what I have, and give it to you.
We could take a picture and I'll give you an autograph. That's about as far as I go with fans.
Oh.
But
That's,
wouldn't be like-
would you sign Titi? And pulls up his chest. You sign Titi? Oh.
Oh yeah.
You know how many I get because of that? Probably 3.
And if you know a good tattoo artist, they can make it permanent.
I know quite a few. Oh, just I'm allowed to make permanent? It's not
Oh yeah.
oh,
yeah.
shit. All right. Hey, Bella. I'm going now. It's break. I go get tattoo. No, I don't. No, shut up. I just fuck it. Come on here and tell me what to do. I come in here, my fucking I'm going to. Thank you very much, Nav. I appreciate it. I'll be back. Bella going to come here and get you rest. Anybody else need anything before I go? Again, I show
No, I
world.
think we're good.
I give
Don't live
hugs,
your life.
kisses, perhaps.
No, Fallon. But go live your life.
All right.
First-
Go
should have
get
reached
those
the felon
3 more
extra.
from that signature.
Hey, that's 30 more than I have today, so you know it's good. I'm going to go get
There you go.
Snarf Mac. I cannot see it.
It's on your titty.
Oh, Snarf and McDonald. Correct? Is that how we say? No, Snarf and McDonald. Good. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I love you, Snarf. I appreciate it. Oh, just let you know. We had Mantis come through.
Rose Mantis.
Yeah,
In
he's
here.
yeah. Oh no, he come in too, but he refused to give signature. He just want water.
Oh. Wonder what that
He's
little
very
fool's up
upset
to.
about match.
Oh, but he's a dirty cheater anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway. Oh, hi Bella. Yes, yeah. Do come on over. You see a human that has their hair, female, wrapped up, scattered all over the place. Looks like they've been scraping grease off themselves from the fish. Yeah. This is all we got.
That's all we got.
Next.
I move on.
Yeah. And she's just kind of putting out the plates as you guys move down the line.
Looks delicious.
Let me see here. Saul, go ahead and give me a perception check.
That's a good looking little fish.
That was not so good.
Careful how you say that, Snarf. That one guy might have been listening. Fail it.
That's a 9.
9.
9.
No,
Okay.
you're with the extent of you dying and everything that's on your brain and the massive amounts of tiredness, you are unable to really keep focus very well.
9.
All right. As you all are looking across, and moving to the next tent area that seems to be doling out areas to sleep, as well as sleeping gear. There is bed rolls, blankets, and things of the like. Miter, as you're looking around, the Chantis is keeping a very close eye on you.
Yeah.
I just try to like brush it off again, like.
If I have a moment, I'm gonna try to walk up next to Jeff and gently tug on Jeff's hand.
Jeff leans over.
Might I suggest onions and garlic? If we can find some, you're gonna need to chew on them for at least while we're here, because I don't know what the hell is up with that person's sniffer, but they got one.
We did just get plates of sardines and mustard,
I'm good fish.
so that should help.
Yeah, but also onions, or we could just not bathe for a little while.
I think that might make it worse.
Technically, we haven't bathed for 3 days.
No. You bathe. The rest of us don't.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure Snarf and Basura could do that.
That doesn't sound like it was a compliment.
It doesn't seem like a challenge for them.
Natural musk. Musk.
But it's not an insult. It's just they seem like the kind of guys who will wash like every week or so. Met a few in my time,
Bathtub.
and using the ocean as a bath is not exactly, a
Well,
good
that's
one.
a fish's toilet. Yeah, I feel you. That's a fish's toilet.
But I
Alright.
like the idea. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and take our first break. It's 5:45. We'll go ahead and take that. We will be back soon.
All right, I'll be back.
It was definitely kind of difficult taking all that stuff down. Like I didn't even take chairs. I just took the blanket, and the blanket got all these little prickly things on it. So I didn't. I just kind of rolled it up and stuck it in the car. Yeah. So I got to one of these days grab that.
All right, we are back.
Oh.
All right, so you all find yourself kind of haphazardly making your way around the center of the crest itself. My dear trying to keep a low profile, while the rest are just kind of dealing with what had happened before, being tired. You go to the next tent, or structure, I guess, makeshift structure, as they're handing out bedrolls, hay stuffed sheets in order for pillows or to keep comfortable. And the general feeling is one of unease and fear. What do y'all do?
I'm eating my food with my hands. Just kind of like trying to get as much of it almost on me as I can to cover up my smell without seeming like I'm smearing it everywhere. Just like a messy eater.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm gonna, because I don't know. Do we have time to rest?
That'd be good.
I'd love to get my spell slots back.
Yeah, as long as it's, not in the center of the crust, that'd be great. We could go elsewhere.
Sleep.
Yeah, this
Very true,
whole
very
look
true.
only lasts an hour, guys.
Upon hearing that, Flora kind of puts some pep in her step and starts looking for a good place for us to kind of low-key hide and rest for a little bit at least.
Well,
As
that's
you
what this
are-
tent is, right?
What?
That's what this tent is, right?
They're giving out things. There is a shelter that's kind of set up. One of the major estates, as the crest is for some of the wealthier patrons of Nylora, has been opened up, and it's a 3-story building, pretty big building, and people are going in there, and that's where people are staying, just kind of trying to find a place within that shelter to set up and sleep. There is multiple alleyways that people are kind of just finding a place to lay their head. Let me see what other places. You could head down, find some of the other shops to see if they're accepting people. There's a few inns. You guys could go back to the Clam, where you guys have rooms at least.
Yeah, the Clam would be that.
4 people have rooms. Snarf, you have your own house.
Yeah.
Does he have how many rooms does Snarf have? in
It's
the
pretty
house?
pretty high up in the wrestling industry. It's pretty big.
He has a decent house. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, with 1 bedroom that is converted into a workout / wrestling practice room.
The dojo.
The
The dojo.
His house would offer more privacy.
That's what I was gonna say.
We can
Snarf,
just
do you?
But the lady of the Clam really loves my husband, so
I'm gonna put on my casual gear so no one recognizes me.
Snarf, do you have a full kitchen?
I do. I've never used it. I've never used it.
Well, if we go do that, I can, use what he's got, and I can make us a nice meal and get some tea up before, Saul, and we can have some privacy. I can make us some food. It'll be okay, and we can have a little bit of a respite.
Jokes
you
on
went
us,
over
it's
my
like
husband with
80%,
tea. I'll tell you that right now.
Jokes
No,
on us.
also,
It's like
I'm pretty sure
80%
my alley's been
muscle
taken.
milk.
Can work with that.
Sure,
Your
it doesn't help that
alley's
like we
vacant.
checked it with a name.
We're going down an alley?
No, my alley. I'm pretty sure my spot in the alley's been taken.
Oh, yeah. So we
Oh,
can go down
taken.
there, but
I
that
thought you
sounds
said
scary.
vacant.
I'd go down an alley, but I'd have to get my chair out.
That's not so bad. At
We
least
can
around
head to-
here.
We can definitely head to my crib. I bought it with the pseudonym name. It wasn't even my name, so that way no one would know whose house it was.
That's
Well, that'll be
wonderful.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that was very smart.
Well, I mean, with someone as famous as Snarf, you gotta have a place to go away where the crowd ain't gonna get you.
Yeah.
True.
My manager helped me on that one.
I think Snarf's house sounds like a lovely place and probably our best idea.
Get my weekly shower in while I'm there.
All right, so you start leading the group, Snarf, towards the harbor itself that you were told it's been locked down. The crest towards the west side is where you're heading. There's a few stairs, and as you're going down, there is a couple of the guards that resemble the same ones that you saw coming up. They let you go right through without any questions. You head down a long flight of stairs that has a drop down, a flat platform, and then drop down again. And those who are familiar, if you look to your right, you will see that the clam, this is the road from the other side to go to the clam. Snarf takes a left and goes more deeper into the Nyloran, the part of the crest that doesn't include the shallows or the entrance into the shallows or the shops, and leads you to what looks to be an unassuming cookie cutter like house that is, or dwelling that is kind of sandwiched in between a bunch of other houses and dwellings that look relatively the same. It's about 2 stories. There's a door. It's kind of, if you look at remember London, and you look at those houses that are like just right smashed in, even New York has them, where it just has like a
brownstone.
little what?
It's a brownstone.
Yeah, pretty much. And so it has just a one door to go in, a little stoop to go up, and entrance into the house.
Just going to my humble abode.
Yes, let's head inside.
You have a lovely home, Snarf.
Bust out the key from my fanny pack.
Pull it out, open it up, and you push it in. The initial smell is one of sweat and sea salted air and stale, unmoving humidity. As everyone kind of walks in, and the first thing you're met with is the entryway, and immediately to your right and in front of you is stairs up. There is a small hallway that leads down to what seems to be a doorway. There is coat hooks, and then to the left is an entrance into a small den that kind of dips down with a circular couch and a nice little table. And then beyond that is a small kitchenette kind of set up with a hearth and places and like a little breakfast bar kind of place with a couple of stools around it. And there are what seems to be posters that announces Snarf's previous matches, and they're kind of hanging up. And the ones that he has won, he signs, and the one that he hasn't, he crosses out the face and puts little like devil horns and mustaches on those ones.
Are there windows that can be opened?
Yes, there is one window in the front, right in the den, that looks directly out upon the stoop. And then there is one within the kitchen that kind of is a smaller one that can just kind of open halfway that leads to the backyard, which is a small fenced-in area. No grass.
Dropped
Snarf, you
water.
said you had
lovely.
like a shower or something?
Yeah, down that way. To the left, second door on
Perhaps
the
a
left.
candle
It's been a
or
while.
8.
Okay,
Candles.
I'm gonna head for the shower.
Lord
I wanna
turns to
wash.
Snarf. Do you mind if I do some things real quick?
No, make yourself at home. I'm gonna go crash on the bed for a little bit, recover some of this old HP.
Okay, wonderful. Flora's gonna spend the next, however long it takes, just opening the windows, kind of trying to find like a nice candle, trying to get some airflow happening, and then she's gonna start cooking.
Okay.
Whatever Snarf has in there, she's gonna make some magic regardless.
Okay.
I will help Flora get the the air circulating in the household.
My house is like I've never breathed this well in a lifetime.
So if you head up to the stairs, to the second floor, head down the hallway to your room, open it up, just as you left it. Slightly messy, not really a made bed, but you just kind of threw the blankets on, and you walk over and kind of slam your head down and start to sleep.
Yeah, 7 HP. I tell you what, woo.
Miter, as you are following Snarf's directions, you go to the hallway they told you, and you go down. You take the second one on the left, and as you open up, it's just a toilet, just a bucket,
Oh shit.
and you're like, nope, and you close the door, and you head up the stairs, seeing as that's the only other place that there could possibly be a bathroom, and as you're walking by, Snarf just is passed out on his bed. Room is open, and to your right across the hall, is a slightly ajar door as you kind of push in, and there is a large barrel-like wash basin that seems to have a metal gutter that seems to drop down into it with a lever that looks like you can open and close the valve.
That'll work. I go in there and shut the door. And I drop disguise self.
Okay.
And start washing.
Okay. You open it up, and there is kind of a shaking as the water moves through the kind of sheet metal like gutter, dropping in and filling up the tub with a slightly warmer than lukewarm. So not hot, but it's warmer than the outside. Up into it, and you get in and start cleaning. Basura, what are you up to?
I'm gonna find a nice little corner, kind of cozy, and I'm gonna take my coat off, and I'm gonna kind of circle like 2 or 3 times, and then lay down and put the coat over me and go to sleep.
Okay.
Nice.
Like a little homeless lady.
Gonna sleep in my house. Slumber party.
Summer party. Flora and Sarloth, you open up the windows, get some of the air starting to flow through. You hear this kind of shaking and rattling and splashing of water, and then silence from upstairs. Flora, as you're looking around, there is very few actual like foodstuffs. There's a few things here and there, like canned goods for the most part. But most of it is, as you open up the cupboards, it just is a random assortment of things that look like they've been there for a long time. And you get the feeling that Snarf, while he is here, is mostly just a place of rest rather than a place to live.
I can probably I can probably do something with the canned goods. And Snarf mentioned there's muscle milk powder.
Mm-hmm.
There is protein powder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sprinkle that into it so that way we also get protein from it as well.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So I don't know, like canned
doing your
chili or
best.
something, I don't know.
You're doing your best. That's fine.
Some fucking spam with muscle milk mixed into it.
Wait for
Muscle spam.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Vanilla flavor.
Macaroni and cheese.
It would be vanilla for sure. For sure.
Or strawberry
Hey.
cheesecake.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds
Hey,
good
man.
too.
I can do some macaroni and cheese, cut up some spam, and then sprinkle some stuff in there. You know,
There
he
you go.
probably has hot dogs too. I can, you know, I can get a little
I got
fancy.
glizzies. We got the glizzies.
You start just throwing together whatever you can. You've, as a mom, have dealt with worse than this, and you're able to make a tolerable and palatable meal that is not amazing, but not horrible.
It's a casserole.
Yeah, it's just you just throw shit together, bake it, and call it good.
Casserole.
The house starts to smell of cooked meat and milk, like a cream of some kind. Everyone is kind of relaxing as Flora is hanging out in the kitchen, working and cooking. Let's see here, where Sarloth. Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Insight.
Um,
17.
oh yeah, not bad.
There is this kind of gut feeling that something is wrong. And this is more from your understanding of forms and structures, not from people. So in your studies and in learning from the academy itself, you are in tune with the ley lines and the weave itself. That is, something is off, and the way that it's off, because with a 17, there is someone near you, meaning the people that you are keeping company with, that has, how do I explain this? Has a disease of sorts.
It's snarks chlamydia.
Yeah, there it is.
I've always
I got it
detected
from the
that one.
wrestling mat. I promise.
But I just get that sense that something's not right.
It's
They're
yeah,
like-
it is that more intellectual feeling because of the way that your mind works, the logic that it's putting together. There is someone or something near you that is sick, but not showing symptoms, as you can see and feel the pull of the energy and the basically vibes are off, man.
I'm going to assume this whole time that I've since I was helping Flora, I've probably followed her into the kitchen, and whilst I'm not good, I'm in there helping. I don't know, chopping some spam or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna stop and kind of turn to her and, are you feeling all right?
Thank you for asking. No, I'm pretty distraught about Sienna. Just overall not in good spirits. But cooking and having a friendly face helping me cook is making me feel a little bit better.
Oh, yeah, Senna, terribly sad, of course. No, but are you okay? Physically?
I guess. I don't know.
Fascinating.
I mean, I'm kind of exhausted, but from the events of the day. But I really didn't get messed with too bad, so I got, I'm okay. Could be better, could be worse.
I will go back to chopping the spam, but I'll watch her for a bit.
Mm-hmm. As the time goes by, people in the kitchen finish up cooking, my dear, the bath gets relatively cold fast, but enough for you to wash yourself. And the smell of cooking spam and meat kind of wafts up as you are finishing up your bath.
I don't have any choice but to put on my previous clothes. So I'm gonna just do that. And see if like Snarf has anything in here that could like I could spray myself to smell differently.
Axe body
You
spray.
see a bottle of chair over there on the counter. It's chair body spray.
Chair body spray. Smells like old metal and plastic upholstery.
And just some sweat, like just the barest hint of stale sweat.
Yeah, there is
No,
a
heavy steel sweat.
small jar that looks to be some sort of solid cologne as you crack it open and kind of smell it. It is incredibly pungent, very musky.
Well, he already knows that I kind of smell like somebody he knows, so if I suddenly don't smell like somebody he knows, it's gonna be a problem. I just put it back, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will head downstairs, and Bossra's in the den.
Yeah, he's in the den in the corner, passed out.
I don't know if I want to go. Actually, I might not go downstairs because the windows are all open and stuff. I might go into Snarf's room actually and just like sit against the end of the bed and lean my head back and fall asleep.
Okay. As the food is finished, Flora, you put it out on the small breakfast bar. Put it out. Sarloth, you help a little bit, at least the best you could. You cut up some spam and you try to stay out of the way as much as you can and help when asked. And as you're looking out, there you only see Basura in the corner, covered by their coat.
I'm whimpering lightly. Every so often you hear, "Not my shoes."
Not
Don't
my
take
shoes. Don't take my shoes. Don't take my shoes.
That's my box. No, it's my box.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
You?
It appears the rest of our companions, Jeff included, are remaining upstairs. I think I might go see if I can find her, Flora.
No, maybe I don't know. Bring him a plate.
Yes,
and
of course.
She gets some plates together, and see if she needs anything. You know, because the little smelly nose out there.
Yes. Yes, of course. I'll take a plate of macaroni muscle milk spam.
Oh god, it's so delicious. Oh god.
Some chili beans in it.
Oh, God.
A little bit of
Orange.
like pickled onion, like pearl onions for cocktails in there.
Oh, whoa.
There's some corn.
I love
Just
corn.
Some
straight
old
corn
corn,
from the
yeah,
can.
Yeah, just old corn.
Wrinkly.
Didn't
Alright,
even get warmed up. It just got dumped in at the very end.
Yeah,
Oh
Can,
dang.
can we please say that I use purified food?
that's fine. It's fine. You don't need to. You cooked it enough. Yes. As you're walking upstairs, and you take the left at the top, and the next room on your left is slightly ajar. You see my dear head against the foot of the bed, head slightly tilted and sleeping, with Snarf face down, also sleeping.
Do I get, as I enter the room, that, because I still have that sense that something's off, does it change at all as I enter this room, or is it still just something?
It's still
wrong?
that, yeah, something is still wrong. Miter, go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
Do I have to?
I mean, I can just automatically make it bad if you want. Oh,
You
it's a
didn't
3.
have to. It's a 2.
It just did it.
Oh, jeez.
There is a slight shudder, and you notice blood to start pooling underneath Miter.
I am gonna drop that plate of food and go help my wife.
As there is a crash, Miter, you jolt awake as you hear the plate hit the ground and shatter. You notice that there is some warmth underneath your thighs.
What the fuck?
Honey, you're bleeding. What's wrong?
Get Flora.
Yes, of course.
Get Flora.
I will go get Flora.
Snarf, do you want to wake up or you just passed out?
I'll say, yeah, I think I can wake up to that. For
Yeah,
sure.
she's yelling
Do
for Flora.
shout
So.
in the middle.
Is everyone okay?
I am
Do I
already
see blood?
out the door, scrambling downstairs.
As you
You're minded.
wake up, Snarf, you look at Miter and she has blood over her
Also, I
hands
do
as she's
see it.
looking down.
Oh my gosh, did you touch my chair and cut yourself? Oh my gosh.
No, towels, Snarf, towels, anything? You got
I would
towels?
throw the bed sheet at it. I just
There
had
you
a
go.
bed sheet nearby.
You throw the
yeah.
bed sheet up.
That's fine.
Right here, yeah,
Can I
Hit
like
me with
start
that.
like? Do I feel anything? Do I feel where this blood is coming from?
I mean, it was underneath you. That's the only thing you know, underneath the thighs. As you're looking around, you can't tell where it's from. It's covering the bottom of your thighs, up your back, across your buttocks. So it is, and it's not continuing. It was there, and it is not continuing to produce.
Okay. Still worried.
yeah.
Oh, it's
I
a
was sort of
substantial
like-
amount of blood. I mean, it's
No, yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, I'm not moving, but I am like wrapping the towel like back around myself and
Mhm.
like trying to get as much around me cleaned up. I guess that's what my brain's going to.
Flora, you hear Miter's voice call out for you as you hear footsteps running down the stairs.
What's
Flora,
going on? Yeah, what's
Flora?
happening? Yeah, I'm coming. She's like making her way up.
Mhm.
What's happening?
Miter's bleeding.
Okay,
Jeff,
go
whatever the fuck I'm supposed to call her currently, she's bleeding, and it's a lot of blood, and I'm very concerned. And
Okay.
I need your help because you're a mother and you know these things.
Okay, take a deep breath. I need you to go find me a first aid kit. I'm sure he has one somewhere in here because he's.
It's in the lifting room.
And then I'm gonna like march on past him, trying to find like towels or something like on my way up. I don't know.
On your way up, there is a small closet that looks thin. You're like, oh yeah, that's a closet. You open it up, and there are meticulously folded towels.
They are now they are no longer meticulously folded. They are all in my arms.
Snarf has
I
one
doubt
thing
they've
that he
ever
does
been
very
touched.
well, and that is fold his towels. He folds his towels very
Oh.
well, keeps them
There you
nice.
Very military
Because he
about
never
it.
uses them.
Because he never uses them. That is correct.
Yeah, he folded
Air
it
dry.
away.
Air
And
Once a
dry.
week.
Air dry.
You grab a couple towels and you go into the room. Sarloth, you're looking around. You're like, and you start going through doors. You're like, nope, that's not. And you go upstairs and you go into the second bedroom. You see the lifting room, and there is a healer's kit that is on top of a shelf with a couple of Snarf's wrestling trophies.
I am going to grab that here's quick and like turn about face and run back to the room.
Okay, Flora, as you come in, you see Miter standing, kind of wrapping herself with a towel. Snarf is just kind of sitting there trying to calm her down. As you can see blood across her hands on the floor and slightly dripping down her leg as she is attempting to clean herself up.
I would like to do a medicine check while like nitpicking for her to get on the bed so I can properly like just take a look, like try to get in her a comfortable position where she's not going to be freaking out.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
But then I'll get blood on the bed.
Who cares? It can be cleaned.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I have advantage.
I will give you advantage. That's fine.
I feel like I've done this before.
Abandoned. Abandoned.
Oh, there we go. 22. That's a lot better.
And I am casting lay on hands, just
Okay.
like 5 points, while
All
I'm
right.
like looking over her and checking her out.
All right.
Break my heart, Alex.
I'm not breaking your heart. It's not. No, it's not what you think it is.
Go break 'em out.
Okay, that's what I was like.
No,
freaking
it is
out for a
no,
second.
no, it is not what you think it is. But I wanted you to feel that emotion because that's real. As you're looking her over, there is, with a 22 medicine, there is only 3 times really that you've known in your life that this happens. One of them was during your 5th child that you were pregnant with. The other time was when women or younger women first get their period. And the third time is some sort of damage or trauma. With the 22 medicine, you're leaning more towards, okay, well, she's obviously old enough. So that one kicks it out. She did have a whole bunch of trauma happen to her recently. And you noticed that there was a time that she started, when you were looking at her, when you arrived on the floating log, that she had blood coming out of her eyes and her mouth and her ears and her nose. And then the other one is when you were pregnant with your child, but this was more, this was deeper into being pregnant. And it was kind of a scare, but it just turned out to be just normal bleeding at that time. And you were able to successfully give birth. So your mind goes to, 1, she's either pregnant and just has a weird reaction, or 2, she has some sort of problem with coagulation or keeping her blood in her body, which could be a medical condition, a disease or something. The other one could be, again, it's hard to determine because all you have is just bleeding.
Snarf, can you leave the room, but maybe get that medicine kit a little faster?
Yes, Sarloth comes rushing in with the kit.
Okay, thank you. I need both of you to leave. Thank you. But now, go. I know you would like to stay, but I need you to go.
Yes, ma'am.
You too, Snarf.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna get like one of the towels, like roll it up, get it underneath her neck.
That makes
just
me
like,
feel not much better.
she's gonna
Miter, I need you to go ahead and give. Oh, go ahead. What?
I said I'm gonna wake up and start eating the spam casserole.
Okay, you wake up into this wonderful smell, and you're like, spam, protein, beans. And you get up and you look around, and there's some footsteps upstairs, but you're like, oh, okay. And you smell the food, and there's a nice big plate of spam and protein and beans, and you sit down and just start eating. It's still hot, still warm, so you didn't miss anything. Okay, Flora, we will go ahead and just kind of do a general thing. I need Miter to give me 2 checks. First one is going to be a wisdom save to not have a anxiety or panic attack. Oh my god. And the next one's going to be a constitution save to not pass out.
Oh no.
Okay, so you don't pass out.
Good.
That one's better.
That's better. As you watch as Flora gets serious with the people and says to leave the room, your mind goes to, oh shit, something's bad. Something is happening. What do you mean? No, I'm not liking this. And you go into a full-blown panic attack. You're hyperventilating. You immediately like sit up and start moving back, and you're like, no. I want my husband here. I want my husband need to be here. Why do we? What? No. What are we doing? I'm bleeding. Everything's. I don't.
I'm gonna cast Bless on her to give her like a feeling of warmth. And does it put Bless on 2 things or 1?
Puts it on 1. I believe you have to
That's
see the
fine.
creature, and it needs to be within 30 feet. You're not. Oh, you're gonna just dive in. Let me just stick my head up in there. It does 1. So you put the bless. I will give you a reroll of the wisdom save with that extra D4 for your save. All right, 13's not bad. Plus a D4. 14. You're able to calm yourself down as Flora is. You see her casting a spell. You're not really worried. You're more worried about the blood and what's happening. And there is a feeling of calm, and you're like, okay. You're like, okay. I see Flora. Flora's a friend. She's just taking care of me. I can smell the spam. Is that protein powder? And that kind of kicks you out. And you're like, what? And you look around and you see Snarf's weights and some of his clothes kind of strewn around the floor. And you're like, okay. Okay, I know where I'm at. I'm grounded.
Was that 5 points earlier you gave me?
Yes, 5 points.
Mm-hmm. Flora. I don't know what check this is going to be, so I'm going to give you an option you can choose. Each one's going to be a different result or give you a different side of it, but you can choose to do an insight check to see the things that Miter is showing, but not like trying to hide like certain emotions or things like that. You can do a religion check to look through your mind about certain medical issues and problems that have to deal with more of the divine-like sense, almost like stigmata, things that are bleeding from people that aren't supposed to. The other one, you can do a investigation check to be more logical and kind of figure out and piece together what's happening.
I guess I'll go with the insight check because I don't got a plus in anything else.
Oh, hey, yeah, do whatever you...
If it works, it works.
Okay.
Sorry.
There is a sense of a lot of emotions is going through my dear right now. It's hard to pick up on exactly what she's expressing willingly and what she is letting slip through in her moment of vulnerability.
I'm gonna grab her by her. I'm gonna grab her with my little paws, like her hand with my little paws.
Mm-hmm.
You just take a deep breath for me. I have some questions, okay? When you were in the water, you got hit and you had blood all over you. I'm thinking that it might be in regards to that, but there might also be something else happening. And I ain't trying to pry into your business, but I've done this 12 times, okay? So when my 5th one, Rose, she was giving me some issues, okay? And sometimes you can bleed a little bit. And sometimes you can bleed a lot of it. And if you're bleeding a lot of it, then, well, we got to be a little bit nervous, a little bit worried. Are you pregnant?
What? No?
Could you be pregnant?
No.
Let me not
Miter's
too
desperately trying to remember like the last time, like, okay, when was my last menstrual cycle? Wait, hang on.
have you been feeling dizziness, nausea, irritability,
Yep.
short-term memory?
Yep.
Do you feel like you want to like burn the whole entire planet and rip it apart sometimes, but then it's okay after you've eaten something? I mean, that's kind of normal, but like also you just feel really ravenous.
And I really want to cry and eat cookies all the time.
Yeah, or or you just want to like suck on some ginger or something because it's the only thing that keeps your stomach settled. Are you getting anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. You ready?
No, but okay.
Congratulations, you're probably having a baby. But okay. This is why I kicked the men out because they don't know much on this stuff, and I've done it a few times, and I didn't know if you wanted the whole world to know or if you just wanted you to know. Either way, patient doctor confidentiality.
There you go. There you go.
Can I make another wisdom save?
Yeah. You can make a save anytime you want if it's a story reason. Yeah, go for it. 5.
Okay.
Two things
Start.
happen.
Bless.
There is
Oh,
bless.
bless,
You
that's
do have
right,
bless. But it's gonna be less than 10. So, yeah, 7. Two things happen. One is the initial like, no, there's no way I could be pregnant. There's no way. And then you remember very distinctively, the night of you and Sarloth in the forest looking for that elusive moth, and the Phaelites and the capturing of the beautiful starlight that was coming through and the glowing lights was about a month ago. Precisely a little over a month ago. You haven't had... Your cycle has not come back since then. You have not paid attention to it. You were more focused on the problems at hand. Now, as you're thinking about it, then you're like, oh, okay, so I guess, oh. And it clicks in, and your mind races. And starts like, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? I can't do this. We're on the road. We don't have a home. I don't have a job. I don't know what's going to happen. What's going on? And your mind just races into all paths of anxiety.
Panic attack.
Panic attack.
Flora is just she's trying to talk her through breathing exercises. She's getting like the wet cloth and like putting it on her forehead behind her neck. She's turning her on her side, lifting her legs up, putting her in different positions so that way she doesn't have a vasovagal reaction.
All right. To the men outside of the room.
We're like, what? What's going on? All right.
Ears pressed to door.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
I'm pacing back and forth
Yeah.
because I am
Shit,
concerned.
yeah. They'll be all right in there.
My wife was bleeding from her lower region. That is not generally good.
I used to be surprised I bled from a lot of matches. We could lose a little bit of blood.
There was not just a little bit of blood. There was quite a bit of blood.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
Flora is very good at what she does, though. I trust Flora.
So soft, so fluffy.
It's a weird way to phrase a conversation about a friend, but
But sir, you
floats your
hear
boat.
the pacing of somebody moving back and forth, as well as voices that seem to be kind of quickened and worried.
I'm gonna pull out my pipe and stuff some tobacco in it and light it. Or before I light it, I'm gonna walk upstairs and be like, Snarf, can I smoke in your house?
That's all. Yeah. There's been some wrestlers that smoked up in here.
So as I'm lighting it, I'm gonna walk up and be like, what's happening?
Jeff is currently bleeding quite extensively, and Flora told us we had to leave. And I am very concerned about Jeff.
Woke me out of a dead sleep, I tell you what.
Jeff?
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
Oh no, that's a-okay.
But the windows are open, so I felt like I should refer to her by her preferred name in
Oh,
this
yeah.
instance.
Good call.
I don't know if you noticed this, but like an hour ago, we were all kind of bleeding, and we're better now. Flora's, she's got her god thing, so she can, like, I don't know, do her magic voodoo stuff and fix her.
Yes, Flora is currently helping her, but magic can only do so much, and I am still concerned about my wife.
What can magic not do? I once knew a guy that could, like, resurrect mice and it danced for him.
Damn.
Well, I don't know, but I mean, people
I
die
heard
all
a
the
story
time.
about these two brothers who, like, try to resurrect, like, their mom. One of them lost an arm and a leg. Another one's a suit of armor now. I mean, magic does all kinds of stuff. I would not worry about it. She's probably
Yes,
fine. It's probably like her mean seas or whatever.
magic can do all sorts of things, and I'm sure that she is perfectly fine. Does not mean I'm not going to be concerned about my darling dearest wife. Jeff.
Jeff is gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine in there, right, Jeff?
Please be fine in there, Jeff.
There is a sounds that seem to be sped up speaking, and anxiety that you don't hear from your wife often. She is scared, something is wrong, and she has no idea what's going on right now. And again, your wife usually keeps you in check. There's been maybe once that this has happened where she has been scared enough to act like this. And you're hearing that kind of tone of voice and the emotion that is being expressed.
Going to, like, knock on the door. Flora, I know you told us to get out, but Maida does not normally sound that panicked. Therefore, I would please like to come in and assist my wife.
I look at
I mean, Jeff. My wife, Jeff.
My wife.
I look at Miter.
Yeah, okay, yeah. He can come in.
And I let Sarloth in.
As the door opens, I'm gonna, like, look over Saul's, like, shoulder, like, with a pipe and be like, and look over Flora and be like,
Can you put that out, please?
I'm gonna walk outside.
The front or back door?
Good little
I'm
patio.
gonna go
in
into the
back.
garden.
We got
There
a
you
little
go.
patio in the back.
The dirt garden.
Just because it don't got grass don't mean it can't grow shit.
That's right.
Exactly.
Damn little pots.
As you walk in, Sarloth, there is obvious fear, anxiety, panic in Miter's eyes as she sees you and tries to toughen herself up a bit, as she usually does in circumstances where she's trying to be strong. But the tears that are welling up on the corner of her eyes and slowly dripping down say otherwise as she kind of swallows and you hear that lump in her throat and she goes, hi,
Hi.
You always were a terrible liar, darling.
I just
Whatever it is,
reached
we'll
out a
figure
hand
it out.
for him.
Mm-hmm. And as you reach out a hand and touch, so as you feel an incredible burning pain from the hand as it touches you. And you can kind of see this, you feel it, it's searing, and as you pull your hand away in reaction, you can see the point of where she has grabbed your hand as a red mark as you see a few blisters of where she had touched you.
I'm sorry.
Flora, I don't mean to alarm, but this cannot possibly be normal.
No, that definitely not usually a symptom, but I would have, I personally would have liked that symptom. You know what? I'm gonna be quiet. Let me see your hand. Like,
Well,
Symptom of
I
what?
offered to Flora because Flora touched my hand with no problem before.
Correct.
did anything happen out there in the water? Because I could see things happening. I know one of you went. You guys were not doing good out there, but did something happen?
I mean,
I think
I was
Sal
under-
died at one point, and then all of a sudden I was in extreme pain and unconscious.
I don't exactly recall dying, but I also was not in a place where one could have likely lived in my scenario, so I may have died. As we're talking, I'm going to cast Mage Hand so that I can still hold my wife's hand.
Oh
Okay.
shit! Right.
And I'll just grab her hand with the Mage Hand and squeeze reassuringly.
Oh.
Oh, that's very sweet. That's very sweet. Please don't lose that, okay? Don't lose that ever.
I love
Flora tentatively, like, she sets her hand on Sarloth's like hand to see if she causes him any burning.
Nope. As you like put it down, you kind of lift a little bit, and then nope, feels relatively normal. But go ahead and give me a
Flora, am I never
religion
gonna be able
check.
to touch my life again?
Nat 20, baby.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Get it.
When you were studying to be a paladin, before you decided to go into the family life, one of the tenets that you learned from being a Oath of the Ancient and devoting yourself to the natural world was learning about what isn't natural and the forces beyond that. There is a place called Oblivion, or the never-ending void, as some people call it. This was a prison that was used for the untamed, where they were placed when the deities imprisoned them in past. It is now currently the home of the Abyss. The chaos and the forms of demons and their chaotic nature has become manifest here.
Was that the place we fell into?
No.
We went through the door? Okay.
Different sense. And within that, and there is certain tribes, if you will, or species of demons that will, their blood themselves is harmful to mortals. And there is a change that happens, and you know that because of tiefling lore and things like that, My Dear definitely has some sort of demon or devil blood within her, in order to make her a tiefling.
Right.
And there have been rare occasions where, with enough demon blood and the certain type of demon, if you are pregnant with said being, there is a chance that this being is actually an incredibly powerful spawn of some kind. And they influence and control the mother within, and influence and course their own power into them.
My wife's got a demon in her gut?
I did not say that yet. I did not tell either of you that yet. In fact, Flora takes a step back for a moment, and she's got a real serious look on her face. Something that neither one of you have ever seen before on her.
Flora, you're concerning me.
Well, while she's processing that, I have something for you to process, I guess. Saul,
Wait, what? Okay.
I'm pregnant.
But how? The moth.
It was definitely the moth who did it.
No, it wasn't the moth, but the.
Mothman.
And as you are looking, Flora, with your nat
Oh,
20,
you exhaust me, dear.
you are able to see the almost bloodline that both of them come from. Sarloth being logical, lawful, and following of the law seems to be of devil blood. And Miter being chaotic, strong, and emotional is demon blood. Those two have been at constant war against each other for as long as they've existed. And you're connecting that when Miter touched Saul, the demon that was within her, the demon child, if you will, is expressing its disdain and hate for what Sarloth is.
I mean,
Flora, you've gone real quiet over there.
You guys know about your lineages by chance?
Well, yes, of course.
And you guys know what happens. Okay, have you ever heard the story Romaine and Lettuce?
No, I can't say
No.
the story of romaine and lettuce.
Well, they were two star-crossed lovers from two different families. And well, the families didn't get along. Okay, they really didn't get along. And like Lettuce was supposed to marry some other, I don't know what his name was anymore. I think it was like Spudnik or something. And then there's like, but Romaine loves her, and they get together, and it's really cute. But the ending is very tragic. If they had just communicated with one another, it could have been, problems that happened that like died of poison, and then she got upset and drank the poison, but he wasn't really dead. It was a whole thing. Anyway, so kind of like that story, it may have a tragic ending as well. Have you ever heard of a Jaeger?
Do you mean like the alcoholic beverage that tastes like black licorice?
No, in the
That
gnomes.
Snarf has some in his kitchen.
No, like how like the Tinkerer gnomes, like they make mech suits, I guess. They're like big suits. It's big for them, but it's really like our size, so they can
Yeah.
just, so you've got this, it's kind of like that, but your baby is, the fetus is going to be using your body, and it hates daddy already. Like,
You're not making a lot of sense
Because-
currently, Flora.
Of our bloodlines?
yeah, something like that. But also, probably, do y'all ever dabble with, gods and stuff?
No, I generally personally tend to avoid that. Not very logical creatures, gods.
Not for a very long time.
Okay, any promises, pacts made, firstborns and all?
No, I never one expected to be married until Miter came into my office and was on fire. Figuratively and literally.
Can I think of if my family has made any promises?
You can give me a history check.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage because it's your family.
You're welcome on that lore dump, now that you have to add mech suits and Jaegers.
Yeah.
A 12.
It's fine because thankfully they added artificers with power armor, so it's okay. It actually checks out. Jesus.
Bless.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Yeah, you're still blessed.
There's a fella I've
15.
heard of,
A
Flora, that
15.
goes by the name of Steelman, I think. Is it like that?
Stop it. We're not continuing the lore down this path. We've developed it enough. Miter, your family has known to make many deals to get what they want. Many. That is how they have secured a lot of their information, how they've kept quiet, moving through the underground, getting the Kingdom of Wreck organized from the bottom up. Yeah, there's tons of deals. They have made deals with many a creature, planes, different planar beings. Yeah, that's pretty much what they do. They're brokers of information. And so they will do anything and wager anything if they believe that it's a deal in their favor.
Well, I've made no deals. But I don't know
your
about the rest of
family
my
is the
family.
Worst.
Okay, well, that might be a conversation to ask them. Just putting
They,
it out there.
they're okay. I need to. Am I still bleeding?
No.
At all, or it's past? Okay.
Mhm.
I need to wash the blood off of me and out of my clothes.
I have a change of common clothes. They don't really fit me. I think my children, they switched it out in my bag and then they never told me, and it's been a couple of years, so they might be a little. I cleaned them, but I didn't actually look at them, so like there's no tail hole or anything. You can have them; they'll probably fit you.
Well, I do have a tail, so if there is no tail hole, we'll make one. It's fine.
I can stitch one. It's fine. I'll do that while you're in there. Unless
Okay.
you want me to come in there and help you look to make sure there's no other cuts or anything, or.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, that would be great. And then I need to talk to everybody, and kind of lay some stuff out, since I may have put us in a dangerous situation now.
Okay, fair enough. And while I'm like looking over Miter, Jeff, can I just start like just telling her things that I found that she needs to stay away from, or things that she probably should like look for, as far as being preggers?
One of the first thing, because you got a nat 20 on religion, is be wary of entering sacred grounds that have been protected by, I believe it's the hallowed spell. Just be wary of things that are protected against demons. There's also various items, weapons that specifically affect demon blood, and with her current condition and the way that it's being presented, she's flowing with demon blood currently. So that can be picked up, that can be sensed, that can be
smelled.
That can be smelled.
That's what he was smelling.
Eee. Can't hide that.
Mm-mm.
I also informed Sarloth of that too.
I'm
If-
going to be a father.
If
I mean,
Miter's okay
all
with
goes
that.
well, right?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, if your lineage is devils and mine is demons, it would make sense. The baby initially not knowing would think you a threat.
Why couldn't we have made the Avatar instead? The combining of both.
I don't think it works that way. Unless you're willing to give me a blood transfusion, which I don't think will go well.
I will give you whatever you need, darling.
She
Jeez.
would probably burn it up. It would not be good. Am I still in the room?
Yeah, you're gonna help me into the bathroom after this.
Okay.
And I send Saul downstairs with the guys to go
Everything
eat.
going there good in there? Alright, ready to eat?
But I really think I should stay with you, darling.
Can you do us a favor? Can you clean up that broken pile of dishes on the floor and the food?
in the bedroom that's covered in blood.
You want ants? That's how you get ants.
Yeah, we don't want ants. I'm gonna call my house
I'll,
cleaner.
Cast mending on the broken plate and then start cleaning everything else up.
All right.
And I'll go take another bath and try to relax and come to terms with everything.
The future.
While we're in there and it's just the two of us, like
The
Flora's gonna like look it over again, but then she's also gonna be saying, also, if you don't want to proceed with this, there are things that you can do, and I'm a safe person to be around. It is okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Miter, as you are undressing and getting back into the bath, and cleaning yourself up, Flora, you don't notice any open wounds or any sort of cause beyond your assumption to what's happening. But as you are helping and looking around wounds, there is a feeling, as Lotus kind of sends you this feeling of unnatural.
I just need you to really like pay attention to your body, for your own sake, for your own health, not just for the being in there trying to grow. But just be aware that just something ain't right about it. I think it's probably gonna be like a healthy, but just something's off. Okay, so just pay attention to yourself.
Well, I'm worried because my family does nothing but deals. And they'll make deals with just about anybody to get what they want. And if they made a deal for my child or even me, if something's coming from my baby, I'm not gonna give it up. Not without a fight.
Oh, well, of course, you're doing all the hard damn work and somebody's going to try to take that baby from you. I'd fight like hell too. And if you need a paladin in your corner, well, I'm right here.
I think having you as a paladin in my corner would be a really good one.
Yeah, I don't get to kick ass often, so I get really excited when I can bash some people around.
Well, we might get to do a lot of that later.
I hope I can do it to that guy that said you smell funny, because I didn't like that one. No bit, no how.
That is Chantis Zane Aldave.
Yeah, bless you. Whatever you just said.
He is essentially almost the right hand of the Sun Given from Callow. That's the head priest, high priest.
Okay, thank you, because that meant nothing to me, but it's okay. It's, you know.
Very high up in the religious order.
Okay.
And very dangerous.
Full of himself. Okay, gotcha.
Oh yeah, of course they all are.
Yeah, let me knock him down a peg or two. I got something for him. It's in the shape of a carrot.
Put him in the ground if you can.
The boys, as you guys are having this conversation, you all head down into the den, and as you turn, there is a figure standing in the kitchen, picking off some of the spam. They are dressed in incredibly fancy and almost ethereal-like clothing. There is a feeling of unknown horror and a chill that hits the air. Their skin is a scaly obsidian with long talon-like fingernails. And as they look over towards you, their eyes just solid red. Humanoid-like form, but moving almost as though they are... This body to them is foreign. Well... looks like we have a father in the room, don't we?
I'm going to, like, reach into my pocket and grab hold of my wand, but not, like, pull it out just yet. And who might you be?
I'm on your side, someone who has your child's best interest in mind. Keeps taking off the meat and putting it onto the table itself, off the plate, onto the bar, dropping it.
People on my side don't often break into my friends' homes.
I no more crawled through an open window. I
still
take
believe
that as an
counts as breaking and
invitation.
entering.
Human. Mortal laws.
Just what is it that you're doing here, friend?
Well, a long time ago, your wife made a deal.
And what has that got to do with you?
The deal she made involves you.
If it was that long ago, she hardly knew me, if knew me at all. Therefore, no deal could have involved me.
Oh, please, mister. I know everything. Magic. You're trained well enough. Really, your academy made you this dull?
My academy made me sick of people who speak in riddles.
Ah.
So speak
Then
plainly.
let me spell it out for you. Your wife was given a choice many, many years ago. She was either one, to be given the love of her life, or two, to give birth to someone powerful, important, something to help her situation. And she was given choice between either. Do you want to know which one she picked?
I don't think it really matters at this point.
Good. Because she chose not you.
My wife has chosen many things in my life. Me included. But in this particular instance, it does not matter what she chose. You will not get it. Or her, or me.
Good. You can think whatever you will. The deal has already been made. And I'm not seeing anything that can break it. And as they move forward, crawling onto the table, hands down, feet up, crouching, turning their head. I will enjoy watching you suffer. As she slowly goes down, she gets sicker, more distraught. Her skin changes. The beauty you once hold dear is sloughed away. Her life essence dwindling.
As you said, my academy taught me a lot. And I will do whatever it takes to prevent her from suffering.
Then go to her. Because
I
it's
think
about to get
first-
exciting.
Exciting or not, I think first you'll leave this house.
Well? And they crawl off the top on the other side. And begin to walk towards you.
I will not ask you again. Leave this house.
Where do you think I'm going, smart one?
The long way around.
Doesn't one leave through the door?
Most come in through the door to begin with.
Well, time is ticking. Are you going to move out of my way? So that I may leave?
I'll
Or
step
are we going to
aside.
have some fun?
I'll step aside, but I'll keep my hand in my
Good
pocket.
little devil. You know your place. And walks through. Just remember, everyone pays their debts.
You keep threatening my wife and you'll form your own debt.
Like I said, better go to her.
And like I said, leave this house.
And they walk through the door.
Oh gosh. Why do I have to be the brave one lately? Staff, make sure he doesn't come back.
Lock
I
that
will.
door up tight.
I
My
will
dear.
go back upstairs, and as I go back upstairs, I do want to
Yes.
cast Alarm.
Okay.
On the building.
You can cast it across a threshold. So I'm guessing the
Okay.
front door.
Yeah, I'll do the front door then.
Basura, who are you petting the cat?
I'm outside.
Oh,
trying to
okay.
befriend a squirrel.
Oh, okay. Apparently he was just outside. He's just like, hey, yo, what's
he's
up, squirrel?
smoking outside.
I've been
Yeah.
outside smoking my pipe.
Right?
Yeah.
And like
So did I
trying to pet
befriend
a
a
squirrel.
squirrel?
The squirrel, yeah, squirrel is now, yeah, they don't view you as a threat. And as you're turning around, you see this dark figure come out the door, just walk right through it, like didn't even open the door, just apparates right through it. Walking down, crosses the street, and continues down towards the shallows.
I'm gonna shield the squirrel away from it, and then I'm gonna walk inside and be like, "Hey, I found a squirrel."
As you go to open, the door is locked.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Who's
Miter, Miter and Flora, as you are having in the bath. Miter, there is a deep sitting rock that hits into your belly and pushes down. A spike of pain, as though something is stabbing into your intestines. And you get this feeling of fear and horror Flora, as you witness her, her eyes go white. They lose their color. Goes white. And she turns towards you. And she smiles with a deep grin. And she grabs the side of the basin and scrapes her nails along the side. And you can see the blood and the flesh that she's pulling off.
That don't make much sense now. That don't make any sense. Why would you hurt what's making you live? That's a dumb idea. I would not do that.
And she stands up. And black smoke begins to pour from her mouth. She begins to bleed. Again, blood flowing from the orifices, her ears, her nose, her eyes, down her leg, in her thigh. And as the smoke begins to fill up the room, slowly filling up, you have, I'll give you one action before it fills up the whole room.
I'm probably gonna go open the door.
Okay. You go and you...
But I would like to try to drag her out of through the door, though.
Okay. Go ahead and we'll do a strength check. Opposing strength check. I'm going to make this strength check for you, my dear.
I figured you had specific statistics for this.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Miter, that's my wife, Jeff.
Jeff.
That's
15.
Jessica.
As you go to try to grab, it is though their skin is hot. Burning. Not enough to do damage, but enough to... She is burning up. And you go to pull, and she does not move. She got a 16.
Can I put cold water on her?
Yeah, and as you go to pour it on her, it just, again, just drips off. And you are now encompassed in darkness.
That's fine. As long as I'm holding on to her, I don't care.
Are.
Okay, well, we'll just get through this. I'm just gonna tell you about some stories. I don't really kind of know what else to do. I cast another point of lay on hands while I'm holding her hand.
Mhm.
I'd like. Do I have that med kit box with me?
Yeah. You can just say that you had it with you.
If I cast light on myself, can I see through? Can I look at it or
It's
no?
magical darkness.
I just pray to Lotus.
Sarloth, as you make your way upstairs, you see thick smoke coming from underneath the bathroom door. Black, funneling out. And there is a piercing scream as you hear Mightier open up. You hear this, again, massive scream, high-pitched, as it begins to emanate from behind the door.
I am gonna break that door down.
Okay, you're able to open it. Wasn't locked.
Oh, good. Otherwise, I was gonna cast Magic Missile on it.
I still break it down.
Right.
Yeah, just to let you know, you
I'm
try
not
to open.
opening that door. I break it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking break that door.
I will rush into the bathroom. And, Miter? Jeff, whatever the fuck I'm supposed to call you currently? Flora?
I call it Saul.
Yep, and as you pushing through, you can feel Flora against and you pulling in.
What is going on here?
I think if you try to touch her, your hand will probably melt
Snarf
off your
and Basura, you hear that scream as you hear Saul open a door and yell for Mightier and Flora.
I'm gonna toss a squirrel and then dive through one of the windows, hop up and run upstairs.
Okay. You toss the squirrel and it does a acrobatic flip, lands on it, and just waits for your response. As you jump through the window and it's like, oh, okay. And it just kind of sits down and
360 no
waits.
scope.
Yeah, right?
Oh. Hey, Saul, are you okay if I try to turn this water into holy water while she's in it?
But I thought you said that would not end well.
I mean, obviously it's not well right now, so I mean, would you like to try to save her or lose both? What would you
I would
like?
definitely like to try to save her, please.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that. We haven't signed anything off, but that's okay. I'll take the hit in the courts. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to turn the water she's in into holy water.
Okay. I'm guessing I don't know, is there a spell that just bless?
Yeah, I have one more spell slot I can use bless.
Let me double check. I think there's actually a way to create, wasn't it just... If you're playing a cleric, you can create Holy Water at will via a ritual spell that consumes a first level spell slot.
Well, I'm a paladin though.
Yeah, a cleric or paladin.
Oh, I don't
It takes an hour to perform.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Yep, so yeah, it's a first level spell slot. Let me see. Yeah, the ritual takes 1 hour to perform, uses 25 gold piece worth of powdered silver, and requires the caster to expend a first level spell slot.
Can I throw my my holy water carrot juice at her?
That is holy water. That is considered holy water.
I'm just gonna ask Lotus for some help to get her back on her feet.
If you add holy water to water, doesn't that make the entire thing holy water?
Only if 2/3 of the water added is holy water to 1/3 of. Then it all becomes holy water.
Thank you, Zev.
I read about it in Hogwarts: A History.
Shush. None of that now.
We are not making Hogwarts canon in this world. Thank you. Appreciate it.
No, we are not making her canon in this world. Not a
We're not
chance.
no. I already have a magical school. Okay, so you're just gonna chuck it at her, or pour it on her?
I'm gonna spritz it on her while saying some holy lines. Florida has no idea what to do with this. This does not have to happen at all during her pregnancies. She knows, she's read about it. Okay, but you
Okay.
know.
It
I
is
carry the Antichrist.
2d6 radiant damage. Go ahead and roll that.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, the least amount of damage you can do, right? 1 and 3, so 4. Take 4 radiant damage. How many hit points do you
I'm
have
still
left?
standing somehow.
okay.
I have 4 hit points left.
Okay, so you take that hit, and there is a immediate burning sensation, and you are jolted back into consciousness. And as you look around, it is pitch black, and all you know is your skin is burning.
What? Huh? What the fuck happened?
I think we need to find a temple or something to help you out, because I'm not gonna be able to. I don't have a lot of carrot holy water.
Well, the closest temple's closed, isn't it?
Yes, but we can break in. It's fine. I feel like
going
this is
to
an
the-
emergency.
The Callow people, yeah, is not a good idea. Okay.
How can I help, Flora? I know I can't really touch her, but
Well, let's get out of the dark room, I guess.
I go to try and, like, step out of the tub.
Yeah, you are able to step out of the tub just fine. You're weak, but able to move.
Okay. I just follow that map.
You see up the stairs running is Snarf and Basura. And as you do that and you see everything go in and running up, we're going to head and we will stop session there. I think that's a decent place to stop.
I gotta be up early. I'll catch y'all. Have a good
Night.
one, y'all.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Good night.